Hi everyone, back today with another video. I was just trying a couple of different ways of making gold and I thought I'd share some of the things I'm trying with you now. So you've probably noticed I've got a surplus of Artisan's Acuity and I haven't bought all of the recipes, but I don't think some of them are worthwhile, at least not presently. They're going to give me the potential to fill patron orders, I agree, but I don't know if it's worth going in that direction. Let me know in the comments if you think that's completely batshit and if I should go in a different direction there. But I thought I'd give a go buying the satchel of surplus supplies. And I was actually really surprised with how much gold this made. It's got a chance to drop recipes, and I didn't get that here. But if a recipe had dropped, it would have really increased the amount of gold I made. So I wouldn't depend on a recipe drop, but I definitely think it's worth factoring in the potential for it. So I bought two bags at 600 acuity each, and what I found was I made a few thousand gold. And what I think this means is that the patron orders I've been filling, definitely going to start doing the ones that give me knowledge points, even when they are in large deficits, because I think that I can definitely recover and more the cost of the initial outlay later when I'm buying those bags. So I made almost 7,000 gold here, which is definitely making up for the loss in the patron orders. And we're just going to go look at those now. And I'm going to fill a few, and you can see that they're in deficit. But I think the ability to build up my specialization knowledge points, plus the ability to recoup that cost later, is an extremely good one. I didn't realize that there was that trade off, that it was so beneficial. I just assumed it would be kind of like the waxy box of rocks and underwhelming. So I think this is worth looking at. I mean, you should definitely prioritize recipes, the ones that you know are going to sell, or if you yourself have a lot of use for a particular recipe. So definitely make sure you've bought the ones you think have the greatest value. But I don't think it's necessarily a requirement to have all of them. So not only do I get these patron orders filled now, and I'm making a little bit of gold from all of those. But I have this is sort of a makeup mechanism, I think, for returning the gold you spent. It does have a delayed effect, and I suppose it's one of the benefits of having gold initially. But I don't think you should be afraid to spend negative amounts of gold to get those talent points. I also had a commenter recommend I use the vial of bountiful seasons for increasing my resourcefulness, and it's really made a massive difference. They cost about, I'm buying the silver level ones, they cost about 50 gold on my server. And what I'm doing is I'm using it all in one. So I didn't for this video just to show you how it works, but I'm using it all at once. So what I do is I take the vial and then I make a bunch of enchants. You can see I've got a lot in my bag ready for when they do spike on the auction house, because they do at random intervals. Random ones make 500 gold at a time profit, and then tomorrow might be negative 400. So having them ready in my bag is helpful, and being able to make the most out of that vial and my shatter essence when I have it is really beneficial. But I found that vial, even the silver level one, has probably increased the amount of profit I make by at least a quarter, because I'm just getting so many of the ingredients back. So definitely consider doing that. If you've got a crafting profession, you're making a lot of it, especially enchanting. Really go and look at it for enchanting. If you're making a lot of it, go and grab a few and just see. It's not a very expensive outlay to just test for yourself to see whether or not that's adding value. I don't know if it would specifically for tailoring, but it's because I don't make them en masse. Like, it's definitely helpful, but it's because I don't make them en masse the way I do the enchanting. I just pair it up. I do the enchanting, and then when I have left on my vial, I go and make the tailoring recipes. Try to line this up so you're doing your patron orders at the same time at the end when you've got the vial, so you're getting as much of those ingredients, those regions back while you can. And I think it's just a really good gold saving technique. So I think it was actually Shardis who mentioned this. So thanks so much for that. It's super helpful, and go check it out. Saving me lots of gold, and I'm making more. So you can see here I'm still stockpiling, and it's been super helpful during those spikes. There are spikes during the day where things are worth more, in terms of buying the regents, but also the things that they make. So being able to sell my enchants later on in the day with less expensive regents is helpful, because I'm not forced to buy them during the spike. The other thing I'm playing with is I've realized that I'm very close to Assembly of the Deeps level 17, I believe it is, level 16, that every day I'm snuffling. And it says that if I reach this tier, I will get extra things while picking up my piles of dirt. So I'm very interested to see how much more gold that makes, because there's already quite a good gold farm doing the picking up the dirt piles initially is already a very good gold farm. And if that's increasing even by 10%, what I'm getting out of those dirt farms, it's definitely worth exploring, and I'm very close. So I've done a couple of quests today, just the weekly ones. I usually ignore the dungeon ones, to be honest, but they give you 1500 rep. So I've gone to do that, and I should tomorrow, when the reset happens, pick up the next quest and then be there. So I should be able to make a video soon letting you know whether or not it's been a big increase in terms of value. So I'll let you know in a couple of days, I guess. The other thing I wanted to say is don't do what I did. So when you level up, the quartermasters give you things. So don't accept the crests right now. Come back after season 2 goes through. Like, unless you really need them now, you're going to use them after you get them. Don't accept them. You can see just in a little bit in this video, I hand in my Titan Disc quest, and I open the box and I've got a bountiful coffer key, which, normally is fine, but now I'm going to lose it when they do the season 2, because they're wiping all of the coffer keys that we have, which is, it sucks a little bit. I should have thought it through. So don't open those boxes unless you're in a position where you really need the things within them. I think hold on to them until the reset, to be honest, until the season 2 swaps over, so you can get the benefits of those. It could be a really good way to hoard coffer keys. I don't know if there's a penalty or not for saving and then opening them all in 1 week. I don't know if it will still limit you to, I think it's 2 or 3 coffer keys a week from the boxes. I don't know. I have no idea. But right now, they're just getting erased anyway. So if you don't need to, my recommendation is don't open it. You see here, I open it, and then I have that moment where I'm like, oh, I should have left it. So I will be doing that going forward. I won't be opening these boxes, and I can make a video and let you know whether or not it was a good idea or a bad idea. I don't think it hurts, because they're going to erase those coffer keys and the crests that I got from it anyway. So if I don't get it in a couple of weeks, I don't know if the reset is happening tomorrow or next Wednesday. If I don't get it then, it doesn't matter, because I'm not getting it now. And I have more than enough bountiful coffer keys to get me through in between now and then. I just wanted to do a quick shout out to my members. I hope you're enjoying getting this content early. So thank you, Psycho Teddy, Brit Malaka, Hello Be Thy Game, and Heretic666. I also wanted to let you know I've figured out how to do streaming. Hooray! It took a long time, but we're there. Turns out it was a setting on my computer. So let me know in the comments if that's something you want me to do monthly. I really enjoyed it. So let me know if you want me to give you more warning, because this time I just kind of logged on and was like, surprise, we're doing this. But if people are interested in engaging and having a chat while I'm streaming like that, and I really enjoyed it, so I'll definitely be doing more of it. But if you want more warning, leave a note in the comments. How long would be reasonable, I guess? How much notice do you want that a stream is coming up, so you can decide whether or not you can attend? Obviously, doing it on the day and finding out when I'm streaming is not ideal. I did find a lot of people still logged on and had a chat, so thanks for that. Thanks for rolling with it. And all those people who helped me get the settings right, I really appreciate it. So let me know in the comments what you think there. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. And as always, remember, girls don't play WoW.